Wandra sits in a jail cell. He is back in Idaho, accused of killing young Michael Vaughn.
You're pure evil. You have no heart. You have no soul.
Wandra is accused of murdering her then 5-year-old son in 2021. Would you think you'll ever get the answer as to why?
No, because there is no answer to why. Why would somebody hurt an innocent little boy? What answer could you give? What answer could you possibly give? How scared was he? Did he ask for me? Did he ask for Tyler?
Stacy Wandra has been charged with first-degree murder and second-degree kidnapping and destruction of evidence.
Michael Monkey Vaughn went missing from his Fruitland neighborhood on July 27, 2021.
This is a criminal investigation.
Now, more than 4 years later, in newly unsealed court documents, Fruitland police named 4 people they believed are involved in Michael's murder. Those 4 names are ones we've heard before.
This is Sarah Wandra. This is Sarah's husband, Stacy Wandra. This is Brandon Shurtliff, Adrian Lucien.
As for what these 4 people have in common, they were all staying at the Wandra's home when Michael disappeared in 2021. That's just half a mile from Michael's home where he was last seen. In the PCA, police pointed to video evidence they say showing Shurtliff walking around the neighborhood. They say Shurtliff helped move Michael's body in a duffel bag temporarily to his mom's home in Kuna before standing guard as they buried him in the Wandra's Fruitland backyard. Stacy Wandra told police the 4 hoped to sell Michael for $10,000 each. He says the idea came from Adrian Lucien. Idaho News 6 is now learning Lucien was arrested and released in Indiana in October for a traffic-related misdemeanor. Sarah Wandra is currently serving time in the Idaho State Prison System for unrelated charges. She's eligible for parole in early 2026.
Karen, is there any connection between the Vaughn family and the home where police had been searching?
No, we've heard this more than once from the family representatives and from the police department that there is no connection between the Vaughn family and the home where this search took place.
As you know, from the time Michael went missing, this has been an all-hands-on-deck investigation, and it remains very active and an ongoing investigation. You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop. During the course of this investigation to date, we received credible information that the remains of Michael Vaughn could be found in the backyard at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland. As a result, the Fruitland Police Department obtained a search warrant for the residence along with the front and backyards. That search warrant was served on November 11th. It was a Friday. We served that late in the evening. Upon entry, officers encountered Sarah Wandra, one of the known occupants of the home, and Sarah was subsequently arrested based on probable cause that she had knowledge of Michael's death and failed to report that death to law enforcement. The following day, the Fruitland Police Department, joined by the Idaho State Police, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, the Fruitland Fire Department, and the Fruitland Public Works Department, began a very methodical excavation of the backyard of the Wandra's home. During that excavation process, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, Mountain States detection dogs deployed multiple certified human remains detection dogs on the property, all of them alerting to the presence of human remains. Ground penetrating radar was also used and deployed, detecting anomalies in the backyard. We completed the excavation of the entire backyard and removed over 250 yards of dirt. Prior to backfilling the yard, the dirt was meticulously sifted for any potential human remains. We did not find Michael's remains. Although the remains of Michael Vaughn were not recovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property. As of today, the whereabouts of his remains are unknown. However, the investigation is active, fluid, and ongoing. Once the excavation was complete, we conducted a thorough search of the Wandra's residence. The search was productive, and additional investigative evidence was recovered and is currently being processed.
An hour's worth of body camera footage showing Stacy Wandra FaceTiming with detectives and directing to where Monkey's body was buried in his backyard.
It's like right under that mound area. It's right under the mound. About where at compared to the trees?
A little like right to the right of the trees area. It should be, it should be a garbage bag.
Okay, what color is the garbage bag?
It would either be white or black. We only have two colors.
Is the duct tape still going to be over his mouth?
It should be.
Okay.
I didn't watch take them off.
Okay.
So you should have everything intact as it was.
He claims he watched the burial happen.
Okay. How far down is Michael?
I don't know how far she actually dug.
And the she he's referring to, that's his wife Sarah, another suspect in the case. Stacy says Adrian, a third suspect, was also there for the burial.
Out of 300 homes, police say canines tracked Michael's scent to the home where Stacy, his wife Sarah, and their two roommates Brandon Shurtliff and Adrian Lucien lived.
As Joe mentioned, a newly released probable cause affidavit filed in June lays out the interviews following Michael's disappearance. Again, during these initial searches, police say canines tracked Michael's scent to the fence line of the home where Stacy Wandra, his wife Sarah, and their two roommates, Brandon Shurtliff and Adrian Lucien, lived. All four of those individuals have been named people of interest in Michael's disappearance. One of Michael's neighbors told police they saw Michael riding a bike outside of the Wandra's home the day that he disappeared. Another neighbor said they saw that same tricycle at the Wandra's home during a garage sale months before Michael disappeared. The Wandras initially denied any involvement, but then in November of 2022, Stacy asked to meet with investigators. The PCA states Stacy claims he was home the night Michael was allegedly abducted and saw Sarah carrying Michael into the house. Stacy allegedly told police it was Adrian's idea to take a child to sell for money, and they would get a $10,000 cut. Stacy claims Sarah told everyone to, quote, follow her lead. Stacy told investigators they took him to Brandon's mother's home in Kuna that night, where they left Michael overnight. Stacy claims the other three returned to Brandon's mom's house the next day and brought Michael back to the Wanderers' home in Fruitland. Stacy told police Michael was not alive, and Sarah and Adrian buried him in the Wanderers' backyard. 2 days after Stacy's interview with police, they executed a search warrant and excavated the Wanderers' backyard. The affidavit says cadaver dogs alerted to the same area where Stacy told detectives Michael's body was buried, but to this day, Michael has not been found.
Good evening, everybody. Glad to see you here. It is March 18th, 2026. Welcome into Missing PNW Crimes Revisited. So happy to see everybody here. And yeah, we've got some important things to talk about. I'm gone all day long hanging out with my grandbabies, and I came back to just a lot of stuff that started happening last night after the live, and it just proves that Brandon Shurtliff, aka BradZiggler, is a little bit triggered, and he can stay triggered. We're going to keep putting pressure on Brandon. Brandon can come in to chat. He can comment all he wants. He can even come in and delete his comments if he would like. So if you're listening, Brandon, this live is for you. Who do we got here? We got little Kimmy here, Hair Curlers and Crime, the best YouTube name on the streets. Thank you so much for coming in. Opal is also here. Missing persons around the world. My beautiful Sarah is also here. Thank you so much for coming in. I didn't have time to even talk to my moderators about this live. Golden Mom is in the house. Thank you so much for coming in. My girl Tiff. Opal loves to put beautiful messages in chat, and today, spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come without leaving happier. If nobody told you today, you matter. Thank you so much for that beautiful message and all your kind words. Preschool Granny, positive vibes. Thank you guys for coming in. This is one of the reasons why you want to make sure to click the notification bell if you want to be a part of Missing PNW, because I will go live at the drop of a hat and spur of the moment. Baby kisses, it's good to see you. Shadow is here. Golden Girly. I'm seeing a lot of new faces. Welcome into Missing PNW. I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you all for supporting Michael Vaughn and the Vaughn family. We support the Vaughn family here at Missing PNW, and they have had some awful things happen today. We'll get to that in a minute. Criminal Med is here. Good to see you, hun. Oh, let's see who else is here. Did I miss anybody? MD is here. Thank you for coming in. Clever Phrase, Country Cuz, Sleuth Fairy. Glad to have you all. Ginger Peoples is also here. Shelly, it's so good to see you, hun. Darlene and Shauna, thank you guys. Katie is also here. Thank you for coming in. I really, really appreciate everybody coming in on such a short notice. Tracy. Never in chat, but I'm here, and that is fine. You can listen. Brandy Vaughn, Michael Vaughn's mom, is asking Brandon Shurtliff, where's Michael? That's the big question, isn't it? Where is Michael Joseph Vaughn? He was abducted from his neighborhood on July 27th of 2021. There are 4 named suspects that are suspects: Stacy Wandra, Sarah Wandra, Adrian Lucian, and Brandon Shurtliff. That's who we're here to talk about tonight. Stacy Wandra is going to trial. He is being charged with first-degree murder, second-degree kidnapping, and destruction of evidence. Sarah Wandra will also be charged in October of 2026. Adrian Lucian's been watching from the bushes. He sent out a message just the other day that says, "Damn, y'all be hating hard. You lame as fuck." Excuse my language, but that's what Adrian said. Brandon Shurtliff, he has a lot to say all of a sudden. Things that are so similar to what Stacy Wandra has to say, and we're going to get into it. If anybody has any tips about Michael, his abduction, his murder, if you know anything about these 4 suspects, please call and talk to law enforcement. You can call the tip line at 208-642-6006, or you can email findmichael@fruitland.org. Please do not sit on any tips. It's so very important for people that know things to come forth. Even though Stacy Wandra is going to trial, it's not too late. Law enforcement always needs tips. Even though the discovery and the evidence is over 20,000 pages long, and we learned that at the preliminary hearing from Stacy Wandra's preliminary hearing from March 3rd to, March 5th. It was supposed to go all week, but the district attorney didn't even need to put up some witnesses that he had there, because he felt like he had produced enough probable cause, and he did, because the judge said this is going to trial. April 15th at 10 a.m. in the morning is when Stacy Wandra will be going into district court to plead guilty or not guilty. And, you know, Sarah Wandra's really, really nervous. She's very frustrated. She's very pissed off that all of this is being blamed on her. Stacy Wandra won't take any responsibility, yet basically confesses to detectives everything he said he saw. Adrian Lucien does the same thing. So does Sarah and Brandon. Nobody wants to take responsibility for their part in Michael Joseph Vaughn's abduction. These 4 suspects are suspects for a reason. Law enforcement isn't going to go to the Vaughn family and say, Michael Vaughn has passed away, without having the evidence to prove it. That's the facts. Again, if you have a tip, please call 208-642-6006 or email findmichael@fruitland.org. It's so nice to have you here, Brandy. Thank you so much for coming in, hun. I know that you have had a difficult day. You can also call 1-800-THE-LOST. Crime Stoppers are also other avenues for tips and information. There is a reward for over $50,000 leading to the location of Michael Joseph Vaughn. Today was not an easy day for the Vaughn family. I'm going to throw up a video here that I want everybody to watch.
So, this afternoon when I went to go pick Buggy up from school, I noticed that Michael's yellow banner from Dolly Vision from 4 years ago had been removed off the highway, as well as the pallet that's been up there for the past 4.5 years. Here, these were all here yesterday. And I've talked to the City of Fruitland and the Department of Transportation. Nobody has taken down Michael's signs. There was one right here going towards Ten Meadows. There was one right here. And there was one right here where they pulled off. It has been there for well over a year. And it is gone. Well, here's where
all up and down 8th Street, right in the neighborhood. There's one way in and out between the 2 subdivisions where the Vaughn family lives and where the Wandras lived, and where Kay and Ed Ramsey still live. And all of everything has been taken down off of 8th Street. There were many things taken down, like yard signs that were on stakes. There have been flyers and banners taken down. There's a pallet missing that had a huge poster on it and a picture of Michael Vaughn with all the ice cream on his face. Gone. Brandy had to call City Hall, call Public Works, call Fruitland Police. That's what she had to do today, because somebody decided they wanted to come down 8th Street and go down Wintley off of the highway and start taking things down. All of this happens after Brandon Shurtliff is triggered last night, after coming into the comments section, because he didn't like one of my shorts that I made about him. Brandy and her family should not have to be dealing with this. It was difficult enough for the family to make it through the preliminary hearing. Hard to hear all of the stuff that we have learned. And now, not only is she being attacked by a certain creator, she's also being attacked by Brandon. Specifically coming in under his new profile name, BradZiggler, and he thought I wasn't going to know who the hell he was. I watch everything he does. I know his YouTube, his Facebook, his TikTok. These suspects, especially Brandon and Adrian, love to change their profiles. But they invite the same people in as their friends. They do all the things, and we know where they are. We watch them all the time. And it's not just me. It's hundreds of people. I work with over 20 people at least that keep an eye on Brandon and Adrian, their profiles. For him to think that he can come in my chat and blame the Vaughn family, blame the Vaughn family for Michael's abduction, it's ridiculous. BBSM, thank you for coming in. Let's just continue to watch some more of this footage that Brandy released today.
Monkey's banner sat for the past 4 years. Hasn't been torn up, nothing. Everything has been removed of Michael. I've talked to the city. I've talked to the police. Nobody from the city's doing it. Thank goodness for our community. So I'm gonna get to work. Oh, and the pallet is back there. The police did find it. It was put behind the cement barricades. Funny how that hasn't moved in 4.5 years. I'm not scared of you all. We got this one up. Thank you to the lovely ladies that made this. And a couple years back, they also just recently made us a monkey with Michael and Pidge's voice saying I love you back and forth. So we're getting all the signs put back up. The city did not take them down. Shurtliff Police Department did not take them down. Department of Transportation did not take them down. So we're gonna fill this up with blue ribbons and heading to put the signs back up down the roads.
And I'm here too.
We did it, huh? Yes, we did. Except you were not up by the highway.
And we went in the tunnel. And I can use echo. I would be a goner if I was a
True.
This is disgusting. I mean, is this just a coincidence that Brandon throws a temper tantrum and now all these signs are gone? I mean, the Ramseys still live in that neighborhood right off of H Street. We know other people that were in the courtroom at the preliminary hearing that wanted to try to intimidate, bully, stress people out, who came and took all of Michael's banners, yard signs, flyers, posters, pictures down. Who could have possibly done that? Why would anybody do that? I mean, and if it was just vandalism, how dare them? I do not believe this was a coincidence. Others do not believe this was a coincidence. Brandy is not going to be intimidated. She is not scared. You just heard her in the video. Brandy has been recovering from her liver transplant. She's actually sick at the moment, not with anything having to do with that, just sick. She still has had some health issues. They shouldn't have to be dealing with this. Making sure that all of Monkey's flyers and everything are back up in the neighborhood, just like they shouldn't have been stressed out before the preliminary hearing, thinking that, they were going to get bullied or intimidated, which I don't think would ever happen. Brandy, I don't think could be intimidated by very many people. She stood there in the courtroom and stared Stacy Wandra down, the abductor, the killer of her son, and people think they're just going to intimidate the family. They are ready to fight. They're ready to put up their dukes. They're ready to go to trial. They're ready for justice. They're ready to just go, go, go and take you all down. And Brandon, that includes you. How dare you say that the Vaughn family had anything to do with Brandy's or with Michael's abduction and murder? How dare you? This is the video that was up that Brandon Shurtliff decided to come in and comment on. He did not like it at all.
This is Brandon Shurtliff. He lives in the area of Kuna, Idaho. He is a named suspect in Michael Vaughn's abduction and murder. It is believed that Brandon Shurtliff moved Michael's body from the Wandra's backyard to an unknown location. If you see Brandon Shurtliff, ask him where Michael Vaughn is.
So if you're in the area, ask Brandon where Michael is. Why don't you like that, Brandon? You know you're a suspect. You know you're a suspect in Michael Vaughn's abduction and murder. You know that. Aggie is here. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm hearing that I'm echoing. Hold on one second, you guys. Can you hear me now? I think I got it back. I think I got it back. Thank you guys. Technical difficulties. My mic came unplugged and I didn't even realize it. Okay, so you guys could not hear the video. That is what everybody was saying. Let me put the video back up. We're talking about the videos that Brandy Vaughn made when the flyers and everything came up missing in her neighborhood.
So, this afternoon when I went to go pick Buggy up from school, I noticed that Michael's yellow banner from Dolly Vision from 4 years ago had been removed off the highway, as well as the pallet that's been up there for the past 4.5 years. Here, these were all here yesterday, and I've talked to the City of Fruitland and the Department of Transportation. Nobody has taken down Michael's signs. There was one right here going towards Hidden Meadows. There was one right here. And there was one right here where they pulled off. It has been there for well over a year, this one, and it is gone.
Anyway.
Like I was saying earlier, there were banners, yard signs, and stakes that were on stakes, flyers. There's a pallet missing that had a poster on it, a picture of Michael with the picture of Michael with the ice cream. All of this. I don't know whether or not it's a coincidence or not, and I don't believe that it is a coincidence. Brandon Shurtliff went crazy last night and today, coming in and, into the comment section of one of the videos that I made of him. And Brandy talked to all of the neighbors. All of these signs were up in the neighborhood yesterday. She called City Hall, Public Works, the Fruitland Police Department. Everybody told her that nobody took down the signs. Nobody's supposed to take down the signs. And Brandy has permission to have these signs up in the areas where she does have them up. So who the hell took down these pictures?
Well, here's where Monkey's banner sat for the past 4 years. Hasn't been torn up, nothing. Everything has been removed of Michael. I've talked to the city. I've talked to the police. Nobody from the city's doing it. Thank goodness for our community, so I'm gonna get to work. Oh, and the pallet is back there. The police did find it. It was put behind the cement barricades. Funny how that hasn't moved in 4.5 years. I'm not scared of you all. We got this one up. Thank you to the lovely ladies that made this. And a couple years back, they also just recently made us a monkey with Michael and Pidge's voice saying I love you back and forth. So we're getting all the signs put back up. The city did not take them down. Fruitland Police Department did not take them down. Department of Transportation did not take them down. So we're gonna fill this up with blue ribbons and heading to put the signs back up down the roads.
And I'm here too.
We did it, huh?
Yeah, we did it together.
Yes, we did. Except you were not up by the highway.
And we can use echo.
Brandy is recovering from her liver transplant. She is currently sick, not related to her liver. The family should not be dealing with this right now. They should not have to be dealing with this right now. She has other health issues. She needs to be focusing on herself, and it's been hard to focus on herself when she's being attacked by people. Now she's being attacked by Brandon Shurtliff. Brandon Shurtliff is saying that the Vaughn family did this. Who's in Brandon's ear? This is another video. I don't know if you guys heard it, so I'm playing it again. This is the video that actually triggered Brandon. He came into the comment section last night.
This is Brandon Shurtliff. He lives in the area of Kuna, Idaho. He is a named suspect in Michael Vaughn's abduction and murder. It is believed that Brandon Shurtliff moved Michael's body from the Wandra's backyard to an unknown location. If you see Brandon Shurtliff, ask him where Michael Vaughn is.
He comes into the comment section. He doesn't really say much, but he does blame the Vaughns. But then he starts messaging somebody today. I'll be sharing that. I know exactly who BradZiggler is. That is Brandon Shurtliff. I have known that name for a minute. He thinks he can come comment and deflect and say, no, it wasn't him, talking in third person about himself. He is a known suspect. Brandon, you are a known suspect. You cannot run away and hide from this. You can't sue people. Michael Vaughn is not alive. The Vaughn family knows this. Fruitland Police Department know this. They're not going to tell the family that Michael's not alive if they don't have proof of it. To say that he's could be still alive, Brandon, how dare you? They have suffered for 4.5 years. And they have suffered for the last couple of years, coming to terms with the fact that their Michael, their precious baby, is gone. How dare you even say that when you know what happened to Michael? You were there. Adrian was there. Stacy was there. Sarah was there. All 4 of you were there. I don't care if you were triggered. I will trigger you again. I hope you're listening. Come into chat if you want. Come into the comments section. You're a coward. You come into the comments section, and then when people start putting pressure on you, you delete it. That had to be early AM because I was up to all hours of the night watching my comment section. And I took screenshots. And I went over to your Facebook, Brandon. I sure did. Let's talk about Brandon.
Brandon Shurtliff comes in as BradZiggler into the comment section of one of the shorts I did today, saying that the Vaughn family is to blame for Michael's abduction. I wonder where the hell he got that idea. Couldn't be a certain person that's been inserting themselves in this investigation and getting to know all the suspects. Brandon, do yourself a favor and go talk to law enforcement. You're listening to the wrong people. Where's Michael?
Here's Brandon Shurtliff's profile picture from Facebook. And I just want to talk about something. He is definitely listening to the wrong person. Sarah and Stacy are also talking to the wrong person. The person that keeps telling them that their rights have been violated, that they have been slandered, that they have an opportunity to sue the Vaughn family. The one that keeps spewing that Michael Vaughn is alive. Here is True Crime the Missing on TikTok. This person does an amazing job of finding Brandon Shurtliff. And looky there, BradZiggler, with your fake profile on TikTok, because you're always watching True Crime the Missing, because they always find you, and they're always, always, always putting out information. If you guys haven't went over and seen these TikToks, you should. This is BradZiggler with a great big B up there over on TikTok. Brandon, you can't run and hide. You just can't do it. You and Adrian change your profiles all the time. You don't think that there's not hundreds of people making sure we know exactly where you are? We know you've been at your mama's house. We know she controls you, tells you what to do when we know you don't like it. Even Misty, your ex-girlfriend, told me that. I still talk to her. Daniel Guthrie, one of his friends on Facebook. Bunny Fisherman is his grandmother. Tina Mariel, we know this is his Facebook. I'm actually wondering why Daniel Guthrie still wants to be his friend when he believes that his friend that he's known since he was a teenager, Brandon Shurtliff, aka BradZiggler, knows something about Michael Vaughn's abduction and murder, has talked to him and told him things. And this is quite interesting. Bunny Fisherman. Quiet, Eric Lee. Why would his grandmother say quiet, Eric Lee? Brandon, are you using your grandma's Facebook? It's just a question. Come over and chat and answer the question. Who's Eric? There he is with his sunglasses on, his Oakleys. We know he likes his Oakleys. BradZiggler, Brandon Shurtliff, always putting some kind of little world in your pictures. Is that code for something? Just wondering. You use the world. You use the world with a dove. You use a lot of different things all over your Facebook profiles. They never go away. Who are you trying to reach out to? Who are you trying to talk to, Brandon? This was his response. No, he's not. BradZiggler. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Brandon Shurtliff, you are a suspect in an abduction and murder of Michael Joseph Vaughn. And then BradZiggler, aka Brandon Shurtliff, says, ask his parents, wanting to accuse the Vaughn family of doing something to their baby, to doing something to Monkey. That is not true. Law enforcement stands behind the Vaughn family. They've all taken eye-retina tests and passed their polygraphs. You need to stop listening to whoever it is whispering bullshit in your ear. How can you blame the Vaughn family when you were there when Michael was taken and brought in the home by Sarah, duct taping Michael putting Michael in a duffel bag. You were in the GMC truck taking Monkey to Cuna, to your mom's house. There's no denying it. It talks about it in the probable cause affidavit. You, Stacy, and Sarah were all in that GMC. You're seen on CCTV camera. Give me a break with your bullshit. So pathetic. You're a child killer. Brandy Vaughn says to Brandon here, hey, Brandon Shurtliff, do you know that we have been fully investigated and cleared? We have never been named suspects, but you have. You are a suspect. You are one of the suspects that knows Michael's location at this current time. Why don't you stop playing games and give me back my son? You're going to answer for what you have done to my son. Did you tell your mama? Does she know where Michael is? Why won't you make the deal and give me back Michael? You think Brandy wants to be here in the comment section? Really? I told Brandon, hi, Brandon. Good to see you. Is that what Eve is telling you and your mom? The Vaughns have nothing to do with Michael's abduction. You do, though. Go make a deal before Sarah does. Where's your Marlboro duffel bag? Why did you tell police you saw Stacy and Sarah put a duffel bag in the crawl space? Why were you looking for Michael before he was reported missing? Tick, tick, tick. It won't be long, Brandon. You'll see. Your mama and Eve can't protect you. The only way to get yourself out of this is to tell police where Michael is. Call me. I'll let you know what else I found out in court. Also told him, I told you, Brandon, I'll never stop. Do you think I didn't know what your new profile was? You'll never be able to hide. What don't you want Eric to tell? So much came out in court and you're next. Did you know cadaver dogs hit on the Lexus? Yeah, we know what car Michael was in. Sarah is mad that she's being blamed. She doesn't want the DP. It terrifies her. She will try to make a deal. Beat her to the punch. Go get the deal before it's too late. If you want to delete your comment, Brandon, then you leave me no choice but to read you all the comments, right? Z says, hey, Brando, long time no talk. I have another theory. Well, not so much theory, since some are talking. You didn't move Michael's body. You helped dispose of him on the 28th. Some are on to you. And if we find Michael before you give his location, no plea deal for you. LL question mark. But you are Brandon, Callie Dime says. Do yourself a favor since you won't do it for Michael and his family. Go to LE and tell them where Michael is. This is never going to go away. Missing Persons Around the World says, Brandon, 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 you know right where Michael is. And if I were you, I would be telling law enforcement and getting that deal before it's too late. Because you know Stacy and Sarah are realizing that the playing game is all over. And shit is going to get real, I guarantee you. One is about to roll. Do the right thing and get right with God. Imagine if it was your child. You would want to know what happened to try them and be able to bring them home for a proper memorial for his precious soul and his parents and siblings. It's time to talk and give Michael back. Tabitha says, "Where's Michael, Brandon? Your time is running out. You better beat the others to that plea deal." Justin for all, "Hey, Brandon, where's Michael? His family deserves to know, and it will help you out in the long run. They want their son back." Zane, "Hey, Brando, we all have to face Judgment Day in the end. Now would be a good time to take the opportunity to repent and seek forgiveness. Do the right thing." Shannon says, "Where is Michael? We all know the truth. You were dimed out. Give the family their child back. You know where he is." Zane says again, "Isn't it heavy to carry around with you the weight of what you know? There is only one way to lift that weight off your shoulders. You know what to do, what you need to do." And it's true. You know what to do, Brandon, so go do it. Don't be blaming the parents. Don't blame the parents. The Beach says, "Brandon, the law will have some mercy on you if you show some remorse and right this horrendous wrong. Use your brain instead of your emotions. That's the only way you'll get shown any mercy. Screwing around won't help. You don't have much time left before Sarah sweeps in and y'all get thrown under the bus. Don't let this be your legacy. Do it for your child so she can see you may have screwed up, but you righted the wrong in the end. God is watching you, watching your every move." The Beach says, "Brandon, I know there is some good in you. You can turn this mess around. Do the right thing and tell everybody where Michael is. Stop playing games and gaslighting the family when you know damn well where Michael is. Stop the insanity and make it right." Yeah, stop this insanity. Lynn says, "Brandon Shurtliff, where is Michael? Monkey, Joseph, Vaughn, where is Michael? Where is Michael? Give him back. We know you moved him. Where is Michael, Monkey, Joseph, Vaughn? I know it's you, Brandon." BradZiggler gets spoken to by somebody. Lana, from here in chat, a friend of Brandy Vaughn's. She posts on Facebook in Brandon's new profile Facebook, BradZiggler, aka Brandon Shurtliff, is still a suspect in the abduction and murder of Michael Joseph Vaughn. Brandon has not been cleared and is not cooperating with police. Instead, he's running around the country, hiding and using fake accounts. Stacy Wandra has already confessed and sought a deal. It's clear from his confession tapes played in court that Brandon helped put this child in a red Marlboro duffel bag that he got and suggested as mode of transport, and then help put the bag in the back of the truck. Confession tapes played in court that Brandon helped put the child in a red Marlboro duffel bag. That they all drove to his mother's, Tina Mariel's house in Cuna and left Michael there in a bag overnight. The next day, Brandon returned to his mother's house and got the bag with Michael inside, no longer alive, and took him back to Fruitland and helped bury him. While Stacy was incarcerated, Sarah and Brandon moved Michael from the backyard in Fruitland to an unknown location. Brandon knows where Michael is, and it triggered him. It triggered Brandon Shurtliff big time. Brandon says, Brandon is right here, right now, not running, not hiding, definitely being myself, not a killer. Really, Brandon? I know you're in Kuna. I know you're living with your mom. I know you're not running all over the country. I do know that, so I get it. You're right here, right now. You're not running, but you are running. You're deleting comments. You couldn't stay. You couldn't read all of the people that wanted to reply to that comment. You say you're not hiding, but you're not going down to law enforcement, are you? He also says, for all we know, Michael is still alive and well, roaming the earth somewhere free. How dare you? How dare you say that he's roaming the earth free, that he's alive? The family has already come to terms that Michael is no longer with us, and the family and the rest of us and the world, this world you talk about, the earth knows who the 4 suspects are and who abducted and murdered Michael. You're not fooling anybody. You're not even fooling yourself. You know damn well when you said all of this, it's all lies and bullshit. Never met Michael or seen him in my life. Isn't that what you told me up on my live, in my life? And then you said, up until now? Up until when, Brandon? If you had no involvement in anything, how could you be talking to detectives and telling them that you saw Sarah and Stacy put a duffel bag in a crawl space or a basement? You told law enforcement that you had a marble red duffel bag after you were asked if you had a red or orange duffel bag, and then you proceeded to ask law enforcement if they had found it yet. Yeah, we heard that in court. We heard it. Same story 5 years later. Same story. It's not a story. This is real life. This is a friggin' nightmare for the Vaughn family and anybody that loves them or is close to them, friends with them, watching them suffer. And they suffer more knowing that people like you deflect like this when you know where Michael is and you still won't tell law enforcement where he is. He was never at Tina's home. What? Cadaver dogs hid at your mom's house. Exactly where you sat the duffel bag down, Brandon. I know you have to have nightmares about what you did. Do you think about that while you're living at your mom's house? Do you think about the night that you came into your mom's house with Michael Vaughn in a duffel bag? Do you think about where you sat him down? If it was putting him in the spare room, are you sleeping in that spare room? Do you look in that spare room at night when you're lying in bed? Have you forgiven yourself yet? Are you just such a monster that you can't even think about anything? Are you not having nightmares? Are you not thinking about Michael while you're living at your mom's house? You have to be. He was a 5-year-old little boy who lost his entire life, who never got to go to kindergarten, who never got to live his life. Graduate high school, get married, have babies. You took everything from him. He was never at the Wandras. Stacy Wandra says otherwise. He's admitted to it. At least he's done that. At least he has confessed. And at least, even though we know he's not telling the whole story, at least he said something. And yeah, it may have been for his damn self, but I suggest you go talk to law enforcement for yourself because you're going down. And if you don't go grab that deal, you'll be spending the rest of your life in prison, and you'll be lucky if you don't get the DP. You'll all be lucky if you don't get it because somebody knows where Michael is, and you're one of those people. Hold on a second. It kept playing. And then Brandon threatens, see you in court. Lawsuits are coming for the Vaughn family and the Wandra man and the entire Fruitland Police Department for false news and defamation of character and also slander. Give me a break. Take me to court for talking shit about you. Go ahead. You cannot sue us. You will have to go to court and talk about everything that we, I guess, are slandering. Take me to court. Take the Vaughn family to court. Talk about what we're lying about. You'll have to explain it all. You'll have to explain why people are calling you an abductor, a kidnapper, while people are calling you a murderer or a named suspect. Give it up. Give it up. You sound just like Stacy Wandra. You friggin' sound just like Stacy Wandra. Wow. The deflection is real here. You are so triggered. See you in court. See you in court, Brandon. That's some funny shit to think that you sound just like Stacy Wandra. You guys are way more alike than I thought you were. Brandy says, I did let Fruitland Police Department know about this comment. So now Fruitland Police Department knows that you're going to try suing them too for defamation. You know, we saw Juanita Kelleher, the detective in Michael's case, one of many detectives in Michael's case, walk into the courtroom with like a 4.5 to 6 inch binder full of information. And we know there's 20,000 pages of evidence in the discovery. So take any of us to court. We'll be glad to explain why we have said the things we have said. I know things. I've heard things from other people. Things that I haven't even talked about on my YouTube, Brandon. So go ahead. Come at me. Come at the Vaughn family, the Fruitland Police Department, Stacy Wandra. You come at Stacy Wandra, what's he going to say about you then? What didn't Adrian and Sarah let you do with Michael, by the way? I'm just wondering. I know Adrian and Sarah wouldn't let you do something. See, I know things. I hope that makes you think a little bit. No, it wasn't anything disgusting, in case anybody wants to start, saying that he was going to do some, RSO kind of stuff. It was something else. Adrian and Sarah wanted to take control. They didn't want you to take control. They didn't want you to allow you to take control, did they? You tried to take control, though. When you handed Sarah the duffel bag as you helped tape up Michael, help put him in the duffel bag. So go F off with your bullshit lies. They're not lies. They're not lies, Brandon. Prove me wrong. Prove it to me. Tell the truth. If you didn't have anything to do with this, then why aren't you talking to law enforcement? Why did your mom say that you had to call Sarah and verify your story. Are you suing your mom too? Just wondering. Didn't she blast you? I mean, she did say you were also ignoring all phone calls from law enforcement regarding Michael Vaughn. So are you going after your mom? Because if you're gonna do a lawsuit, you know, I can give you a lot of names to put on that lawsuit, people that have talked about you. So you might want to put down Tina Maria, my mom. You don't verify your story because the truth is the truth. When's the last time you've talked to law enforcement? When's the last time your mama paid for an attorney? I heard a while back ago she got you one. Can't your attorney help you with these lawsuits? I mean, if your mom's throwing you under the bus, she absolutely knows something, so why? Why would she pay for you to have an attorney? What's she hiding? Like I suggest you do, liars, if you value your freedoms in America. Are you threatening us? If we value our freedoms? I mean, Chris Madonna said it best. Get one of you guys or all of you in a room with Brandy Vaughn and see what happens. I'll show you some freedoms. Saying we're pussies. You're the coward. You're the puss. You're the one that won't tell the truth. You're the one deflecting. You're the one walking a free man right now when you shouldn't be. And you think when you're doing all of this kind of stuff and coming into comments that law enforcement isn't seeing this and going, why did Brandon get so triggered? Why did you get so triggered? Why did you get so mad? Are we doing some math? Are we drinking some beers in a hot tub? Are we doing both? Are you losing it, Brandon? Are you losing control? Is this shit driving you crazy? Ever since Stacy Wandra's preliminary hearing, you've been in the background listening to everything that everybody's been saying. And you don't like it. You don't like it because the pressure is on and you know you're going down. You know the cuffs are coming and your ass is going to jail. I don't care who's telling you that your rights have been violated, that you have lawsuits that you could be filing against people for slander. Go after the Vaughns. She ain't just talking to you and Tina. She's talking to Stacy. She's talking to Sarah. Man, she's really hindering this investigation, what she's doing. She believes that Michael Vaughn's alive, and now you're talking about him being alive. When you came up on my panel and you said that you were so sorry for the things that happened and the way they went down and blah, 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 blah. You don't have a heart. You don't have a soul. Brandy Vaughn and the Vaughn family want their baby back. Where's Michael? What did you do with him? Did Sarah tell you to move him? Did Sarah help you move him? Did Sarah drive the car? The Lexus was used either to bring Michael back from Cuna or to move him from the backyard. A cadaver dog hit on that car, hit at the Wandras and your mom's. Everything pointing in your direction, Adrian's direction, Sarah and Stacy's direction. That's why you're all suspects. All four of you. And now, all of Monkey's banners, yard signs, flyers, a pallet with a poster, a picture of Michael Vaughn with ice cream all over his face are gone? The night you act like this? The night you make your threats? because all of this stuff was up yesterday. I mean, Kay and Ed, they're in their 70s, I believe. They live in the neighborhood. They're close by there. They could have done it. Could have. We know Brandy and the Vaughn family was being harassed by a group of people that show up to the preliminary hearing thinking they could bully and intimidate. Brandy Vaughn can look into the eyes of her son's killer and make him turn red and turn away. You think she's scared of you? You think she's ever going to stop? She just fought for her life to live because she wants justice for her son, because she made a pinky promise to Michael that she was going to bring him home. And you think you're scaring the Vaughn family? People that come from a long line of service in the military? You think they're scared? Hold on one second. I gotta take this. Okay, sorry. I was just checking something. Sorry, I had something little going on. Ayo in the house, thank you for coming. Pam asked Brandon, how can you live like this? I wonder if it's getting worse because of Stacy's hearing in his upcoming trial, which will begin pretty soon. Did he mention anything about Stacy and Sarah? He just said that Michael wasn't at the Wandras. It is fuel. He is adding fuel to the fire. And Monkey's army is definitely ready. Hey, Brandon, Charles Manson never murdered anyone either, but he surely died in prison. Oh, I love that. Miss D. Meaner, thank you for coming in. Right? They used him because he was the weakest link. Where's Michael, Brandon? Saying the world hates him and that I wasn't with him anymore. I'm just looking in the comment section. Brandon, I'm over it. You know what? You can act like Stacy Wandra all you want, okay? You can act like Stacy all you want. It is called freedom of speech, Brandon. I mean, because that's exactly who you're acting like now. The person that you say you're going to sue, Mr. Wandra, you're acting just like him. Everything you're saying right now. Only you start threatening. I mean, Stacy's made some threats, but I mean, now Monkey's yard signs and stakes are down, flyers are down, the pallet's missing. Brandy had to go put all those things back up with Buggy, Michael's younger sister. You don't think that she wasn't upset knowing that they were all gone? You don't think Tyler and Blue and Bubba aren't all upset that they were gone? And guess what? They were only gone for a little while. They're already back up. They have people there in Fruitland. You think that Brandy doesn't have a bunch of stuff from Michael's stuff that she can go out? She's been walking around hanging up for flyers for 4.5 years. Do you think she's intimidated? Do you think any of us are intimidated? Do you think Fruitland police are intimidated by your lawsuit threat? No. Because you'll have to talk about Michael Vaughn. When was the last time that I talked to Brandon? It was maybe a few times after we did our live, but don't forget, after we did our live, Brandon Shurtliff decides he's going to take off and go up to Montana, go run and hide. He was up in Montana, and then he left, and he took off to go hang with his friend Eric. And he didn't talk to anybody. He stopped talking to the Gunthries. He stopped talking to his girlfriend. So the fact that you say that you don't run and hide, that's a lie. You've done it before in the past. We watched you do it because you knew when you came up here on my panel that you said and did a lot of things wrong. A lot of things wrong. We have been able to catch all of your slips using your own words that are quite the opposite of what you're trying to say now. Carrie says, yes, Brandon, please sue them all, because you may not know it, but when you sue someone, you have to take a stand and talk. Go ahead. I dare you. Try it. That's what I'm saying. I dare you. Go for it. Send me the paperwork. I'll sign it all tomorrow, and I'll hop my happy ass right over to Idaho, just like I just did, and go sit in court with you and give them every bit of information that I have and tell them everything you said and everything everyone else has told me about you. I have my receipts. Do you have yours? We know you're having to call and verify your story. I don't have a story, Brandon. I got the truth. The Vaughn family has the truth. Fruitland police have the truth. You're the only one that has to talk with Stacy Wandra on the phone to discuss your alibi, which is CUNA. You're the only one that has to talk with Sarah, Stacy, and Adrian to make sure that all of your stories are straight, that you guys make sure to tell the world you guys had nothing to do with Michael Vaughn's abduction and murder. Wasn't that the plan? That came out in court. Court would force you to be more honest, loser. Can be held in contempt of court by lying and now long for interfering in an investigation. Are you going to sue Sarah over sex? Oh, goodness. Can't make this stuff up. Laugh out loud. I love that he gets called out for a fake account and now he wants to sue. Was he thrown into a fan as a child? He must have been, or dropped on his head. Michael was only 5 years old. 5. Look what you did. I hope you suffer every single day. I hope being at your mom's house is the hardest place for you to be. Although you've been there several times because for some reason you're not a real man with a real job making real money to have your own place. Would anybody in that area even rent to you knowing that you are a suspect in a child's abduction and murder? I mean, hell, you might as well sue all of Idaho. I don't know many people that think that you're not. I only know a small group of people that think you're not. And those are the people that you're listening to, Brandon. And they're talking you in the wrong direction. Brandon, stealing Michael's banners and signs doesn't make him any less gone or you less guilty. It just shows you're a habitual criminal and dummy. Yeah, I mean, it could have been other people that took it, but you're the one that's pissed off right now, Brandon. Karen is from Germany. She's in the house. Leave some of your DNA on that button. Get this out into the algorithm. And go and share this. It pissed him off. Why not? Why not try to get it to like 1 million views? Go over, hit the like, make a comment.
He lives in the area of Kuna, Idaho. He is a named suspect in Michael Vaughn's abduction and murder. It is believed that Brandon Shurtliff moved Michael's body from the Wandra's backyard to an unknown location. If you see Brandon Shurtliff, ask him where Michael Vaughn is. This is Brandon Shurtliff. He
Go hit the like, go comment, go do that to that video, blow it the frig up, let his face be all over the world, all over YouTube. Share it on Facebook, share it everywhere. I'm not saying that because it's my video. I'm saying it because it pissed Brandon off, so why not piss him off a little bit more? Get that up to 1 million views and see how he likes that. And then come sue me. I wouldn't be surprised if Fruitland arrest him within a couple of weeks. They were waiting to get Stacy's preliminary hearing over with. I think they are going to arrest him real soon. You know what, Shelley? I've had the exact same feeling because I'm telling you what, when it came to Stacy Wandra being in that truck and driving to Kuna, that's all that seemed to matter. Prove that it's false, Brandon. You won't win in court. Yeah, we can't all wait to see you, court. Can't wait to go to your preliminary hearing. I'll be there. He is on tape with his contradictory statements. Good, go ahead. Civil opens up everything. Yeah, take me to court. Take the Vaughn family to court. We're begging you. Brandon, nowhere to run in the big house, boy. Callie says, please sue me, you stupid effing moron. Oh my God. Isn't this just so disturbing, all of it, that the Vaughn family not only has to deal with attacks, they have to deal with people like Brandon saying that Michael's alive out there. That hurt me so much for him to say that. It has pissed me off so much because I know what they have gone through. I know how hard it was for them all to come to terms with Michael's death. I know the nightmares that they still have. Meeting Stacy Wandra and facing him in court wasn't easy, but they did it, and they'll do it for you, Brandon, Sarah, Adrian. I mean, Brandon, you do know that there was talk about a book being written, right? The person that's talking with you, she wants to write a book. Yeah. Wonder what she'll say about you when it's all done and over with and you're actually convicted. Brandon, if you never seen Michael and if Michael wasn't at the Wandras, then why are you too scared to talk to the DA and Brandy? Good question. Prayers and love for Brandy and Little Monkey. Thank you for coming in, Tim. The jury will give you a DP, Brandon. Tell the truth. Ellie declared Michael Brandon is an idiot. Plus Stacy's confession twice. Blindly coordinates with the 5 dog hits and at Brandon's mom's. Shaking my head. The boy is special. He is special. He's loved. Still loved. Not loved. Still loved. Very much now. They want to bring him home. They want to lay him to rest. They want to have a special place to be able to go visit Monkey. What are you going to do when you and your parents are locked up, Brandon? Are you really going to sue your mom? Are you going to put her in there? I'm just curious. Let me know. Why did you ask the detectives if they found your duffel bag, Brandon? That's just really weird. Why would you ask that? Why would you even want to know what they found it? And why would it even matter to you if you weren't worried about it? If you weren't worried about what they would find once they found the duffel bag? Where's Michael Joseph Vaughn, Brandy? Give me back my son, coward. Brandy wants her son back, and we're going to keep asking you where he is. He's obviously inebriated, in my opinion. They're something, aren't they? Aren't they all just a little special? I mean, Toaster, thank you for coming in. Send all my love and prayers to the Vaughn family. Person of interest, can you read? Are you that dumb? Brandon, you are a suspect. Announced on TV by Ellie on national media. Outdoorsy Life, thank you for coming in. Junebug, he still tries to talk to me. Really, Junebug? Let us know what he says. Reach out to me. Email me. Reach me, Samantha Brainerd on Messenger. Would love to know. Brandon, you already had a plea deal and you wouldn't take it. You were stupid then and you're stupid now. If you really don't think that Sarah and Stacy, if they know where Michael is, isn't going to flip, isn't going to take a plea deal, what's going to happen then? The real ICU, wow. Yeah, a lot of shit went down and it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I am his ex-girlfriend, Misty. Oh, Junebug, you're Misty? I didn't know that. Hey, Misty. Good to see you. Glad you're here. I'm glad that you're here hearing all of the crap Brandon is spewing. I know you don't like it when people talk bad about Brandon, but I mean, so much came out at the preliminary hearing. Misty, we need to have a talk. I want to tell you everything we found in court. Because if he told you things, you need to go talk to law enforcement, love. You really do. LE doesn't blame the parents. District attorneys don't blame the parents. Prosecuting attorney doesn't blame the parents. They blame you, Brandon, Stacy, Sarah, and Adrian. 100%. We are fully investigated. Brandy is saying we were fully investigated for over a year. Over a year. That means that when they came to give you that, when they came to the Wandra's house, Brandon, when when Adrian hid in the closet, that was 6 days after Michael's abduction. They were looking into you guys. And they're still looking into the Vaughns for a year. So that entire time that you guys are having your talks and your interviews with law enforcement, so are the Vaughns. Misty says, I've been trying to get Brandon to talk a long time about Michael. Poor little guy. He is still telling me he never met Michael. Oh, I think he's lying to you. Because he admitted, Misty, he admitted it to detectives that he saw Sarah and Stacy with the duffel bag. That was brought up in court. He was spoken to about the duffel bag and then asked law enforcement if they had found it yet. His own mom, in the probable cause affidavit, talked to detectives and told detectives that he had to call Sarah to verify his story before he went to talk to law enforcement. His own mom. Misty, you know his mom. You know she protects him. You know how controlling she is with him. We've talked about this. And she told detectives that he had to call Sarah to verify his story. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to blast you out right now at all, just giving you the facts, because Brandon's done pissed me off. Accusing the Vaughn family? Really? Saying Michael's alive when he knows that he's not? It's disgusting. It's disturbing. And now all these flyers and signs and banners and pallets and everything is missing of Michael in that entire neighborhood after Brandon gets triggered. Really? But who knows? There's like a handful of people that it could have been, honestly. Are you taking your mother to prison with you, Brandon? Impress Me wants to know. We know what the DP is in Idaho. Tick tock. Time is running out. Positive Vibes, thank you so much. We love you, Brandy and family, and we really do. And we're so sorry this is happening to you. You should not be going through this right now. You should not be dealing with all of the stuff you're dealing with, having to go out while you're sick. And it was like, what'd you say? It was like over 80 degrees today. Outside, sick, over 80-degree weather, putting up backup signs and banners and flyers and stuff. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you walked out or even saw that everything was gone. And then I'm sorry that you had to work hard to make sure that it was all up. But guess what? I know for a fact It doesn't matter how many damn times all that shit gets taken down, you'll be right back out there doing it again because you're a badass mama and you're fighting for your kid, and the whole Vaughn family is behind you. Your friends are behind you. Monkey's army is behind you. Honey, if I would have been in Idaho, I would have been right there with you. I would have told you, go home. I'll do this myself. We all are hurting for you right now. This is wrong. And in case you guys haven't seen it, I'm putting it up again because I want everybody to see what happened today in the neighborhood near the Vaughn's home. All of Monkey's banners and yard signs, flyers, the pallet with the great big poster on it, a picture of Michael with the ice cream all over his face, taken down. Brandy had to take her time to call City Hall, Public Works, the Fruitland Police Department. Everything from down 8th Street in between the two subdivisions and out on Whitley and the highway. Gone.
True. So, this afternoon when I went to go pick Buggy up from school, I noticed that Michael's yellow banner from Dolly Vision from 4 years ago had been removed off the highway, as well as the pallet that's been up there for the past 4.5 years. Here, these were all here yesterday, and I've talked to the City of Fruitland and the Department of Transportation. Nobody has taken down Michael's signs. There was one right here going towards Hidden Meadows. There was one right here. And there was one right here where they pulled off. It has been there for well over a year, this one, and it is gone. Well, here's where Monkey's banner sat for the past 4 years. Hasn't been torn up, nothing. Everything has been removed of Michael. I've talked to the city, I've talked to the police. Nobody from the city's doing it.
This will all be looked into. Talking to neighbors, doorbell cam, CCTV. There's footage around there, and Fruitland Police Department will find it. They will find out who took all this down. Guarantee you. I mean, in the world we live in today, you're on camera when you're leaving your house pretty much everywhere you go.
Thank goodness for our community, so I'm gonna get to work. Oh, and the pallet is back there. The police did find it. It was put behind the cement barricades. Funny how that hasn't moved in 4.5 years. I'm not scared of you all. We got this one up. Thank you to the lovely ladies that made this, and a couple years back they also just recently made us a monkey with Michael and Pidge's voice saying I love you back and forth. So we're getting all the signs put back up. The city did not take them down. Fruitland Police Department did not take them down. Department of Transportation did not take them down. So we're gonna fill this up with blue ribbons and heading to put the signs back up down the roads.
And I'm here too.
We did it, huh?
Yeah, we did it together.
I sure do love me some Buggy for real. I really do. She's a beautiful, beautiful child. She's Oh my God, she's so outgoing. Brandy says, you would think I was walking miles. To be fair, it was like quicksand walking up there. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Everybody is just talking about how sorry they are. This is so sad. People are pissed. Monkey's Army is behind you. We are. Oh, let's see. Angel says, I think about Monkey every day and can't imagine this poor family going through more. And it's not stopping. It's just gotten worse. I wonder if Adrian is watching True. Yes, Criminal Med, he is. His message to everybody the other day is, damn, y'all are hating hard. You lame as fuck. That's what he said. He knows we're hating on him, too. But tonight we're hating on Brandon Shurtliff. This is absolutely disgusting. Brandy says, no worries. Those are all valid points that you were bringing up. Though I will say that I am fully confident in Michael's case, and as I am too. I talked with the district attorney. I didn't get like the inside scoop or whatever, but I do know there's a lot. There is a lot. Brandy's even said, damn, Sam, you think that was a lot today? Hearing everything you heard, there's so much more. Me and Brandy don't talk about the case and what's in it, what she knows, what I know. We just talk. We're girlfriends. That's what we do. But there's a lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff. I just wanted to come live. I wanted to show everybody all of everything that's been going on. Yep, it leads right to their neighborhood. Yes. Kay and Ed, Sarah's parents, still live in the neighborhood, right down the road from where the Wandra's house was on 1102 Red Wing. We're just going to keep fighting the fight. We're going to still be here to show support. That's all we can do. That's all we can do, is be there for the family, be there for Monkey, talk about him, share his beautiful face, his beautiful smile. Brandon, where's Michael? What did you guys do with him? Stop the BS. We're never going to go away. You're going to have to come and chat. You're going to have to make a lot of comments, because I'm going to blow you up. I just actually looked up while we were watching that video, how many times in a day are you seen on camera? You're seen anywhere from 30 to 200 times a day on just a regular average day. That's driving, going into a restaurant, going shopping. I mean, but driving, they have cameras everywhere anymore. Someone will be seen on footage in the neighborhood off 8th or down Whitley. So whoever did do this will get caught. And Brandon, if it was you, maybe you'll go for that. Go to jail for that first. I just hope they catch whoever did it, because it's disgusting. Come on, Brando, give me back my son, Michael Joseph Vaughn. It is time. It's far past time. You know where Michael is. You need to stop playing games. You need to talk to law enforcement. You need to get your attorney. You need to go talk to law enforcement, or you need to go talk to your attorney and ask them exactly what it is that you need to start doing. I'm definitely sure he's going to tell you not to start suing people. Really? We already know that a certain person gave a ton of information to Stacy Wandra's attorney. A ton of information. Look where that landed Stacy. Going to trial. I'm getting off here, guys. It's late. It's very late. And because I had to leave my studio and come back, I'm leaving with this. Where is Michael? Brandon, it's time to talk. Give the Vaughn family back their son, their brother, their nephew, their grandbaby. They're suffering. And I hope every single time you walk that side of your mom's house, you remember Michael. If you put him in that spare bedroom, I hope you're sleeping there, and I hope you remember him every single night. I hope you're having nightmares. I hope his screaming for his mama rings in your ear. I hope the sound of duct tape just pierces through your soul, because I know the sound of duct tape triggers me. I'm not even a family member of Michael's. And you were there and you did something. I hope every time you see a duffel bag, you think of Michael. I hope every time you see a little 5-year-old boy or somebody that looks like Michael, that you think about what you did. We know the truth. Stand up and be a goddamn man. Because you have shown nobody anything of what a man could possibly be. You don't even see your own daughter. I'm over it. And if you think I'm going away, I'm not, and neither is the Vaughn family. We want Michael to come home, and it's time. If anybody has a tip to give, please call law enforcement 208-642-6006, or you can email findmichael@fruitland.org.